Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto and the Z32 project. I'm filming this start from a different place because I'm running out of room in the garage. Today, wheels and tires are going on the Z. I've got 3 of the 4 on already, which is the other reason I'm filming from right here, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I have a tool to show you that helps make putting wheel studs on a lot easier if you don't have a press. So let's get to it. So thanks to Z1 Motorsports for putting the information out there that you can replace these studs without removing the hub. Let me show you how that works. All right, so now that I've got light on the subject here, you can see through the hole there, there's that little notch in the backing plate, and it's just big enough for the stud to pop out. So I'm going to knock the stud out from the front. I have a brass drift. So the brass is actually softer, like you can see here where it's deformed from the other studs that I was knocking out. So the brass is soft and deforms, doesn't mess up the studs if I want to reuse them later. And then I have a whole new set of studs. And there's a tool that I will use to install all these studs, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute. And then we slide this one back in. Just doing it blind is a little more challenging. And I've got the stud in there loosely. This is the tool here. It is the Lisle 22800. I didn't get any sponsorship dollars or anything for this, but it's just a cool tool that allows you to do this kind of stuff. And what it is it has a tapered recess for your lug, and then a bearing on the other side. So this bearing will sit against your hub or your disc surface like this. And then you put on a lug. And then I have to kind of hold it out a little bit and let it kind of work in slowly until it seats up against the hub, and then just give it the ugga-duggas until it stops. And that's it. That's such a time saver, being able to do all this like right on the car. So I'm going to do the other 4 of these, and then we will throw the wheels on. You can finally see what it looks like with wheels on it. All right, so we've got our studs in. Now I need to put on the spacer because the wheels that I bought are not perfect offset, which was part of the reason for this whole process. So a little bit of hub centricity on these spacers. I can put on some wheels. Now I got used wheels. I didn't have the budget for like everything, wheels, tires, the car, etc., etc., etc. But here's what I got. I got a set of custom powder coated. I don't know how to pronounce the name correctly, but I called them Odans. Like, oh, Dan! Like, DS01s this is a custom color. It's called Golden Apple. And it was a bold move for me. I usually don't go super wild on a lot of this stuff. But I really like the contrast between the sapphire blue and this golden apple color. They're almost like a mustard color, but it's gold with a lot of flake in it, like copious amounts of flake in the powder coat. And since they're used, they are a little chipped up and scratched and all that stuff. They're not perfect, but they'll be good wheels for a driver. Like we're not building a show car here. We're just trying to get a car that we can have some fun with. These are ET38 plus a 15 mil spacer, so they're effectively a ET, what is that, 23? So the back, I might need to get some spacers for the back, but let's check this out. Looks like they're gonna sit inboard just a little bit. So I've got some room to play with spacers and stuff like that. But they don't rub. They hold air, and they've got almost brand new tires on them. So it's not the greatest tire in the world. They're like an all-season. Not too familiar with this brand, Hercules. I think they're like really popular with the drift crowd. But like, man, yeah, the color, like the wheels pop against the body of the car, which is, that's awesome. Wrap up a few things and we'll get this thing back on the ground. Sorry, it's stock ride height, so there's going to be wheel gap. It's not going to look perfect. It's not going to look great with these wheels on there because wheel gap. One thing at a time. Get some miles on this thing. Get it sorted out. You know, hey, you know what? One of the 300 views this video will get might be a suspension sponsor. You never know. Right, here we go. It is running. It actually moved out of the garage under its own power. Yeah, and I think the wheels look pretty good. I could probably go with a little bit of a spacer on the back. It would be nice to have some suspension on here, but right now the stock stuff's going to do just fine. You can see here these wheels are tucked in a little bit, so I could probably go with a little bit of spacer, but overall, like for some Facebook Marketplace wheels that I had to have one straightened, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. All right, so that's it from Throttle Grotto for today. I'm beat. I've been out here most of the day working on stuff. I'm going to take the Z for a quick ride around the block and make sure nothing falls off. And then I'm going to get ready to go hang out with some friends tonight. That's all for this time. Until next time, get out there and work on something.